Hello and good morning. We are waking up into a thunderstorm and we have a very busy day today, so I hope we can get everything done. Yeah, yesterday evening off camera I did feed the horses and water them because they urgently needed some more food and water. First we're going to take care of the milk, and then we have to plant our cornfield. Let me just check something. Okay, there is no machinery on, what should I say, on discount that I can use. Yeah, okay, that's working now. Okay, so the rain is here to stay for some hours, and I hope that we can do the mowing after today afternoon, because we urgently need more grass, more hay for the feed, and also our silage bunker is coming close to the edge. So yeah, this is a farmer's life for you. All rush at the same time. Let me just check the prices for milk. The best price is, oh, the prices are very low. 250, 261, all three stores. Okay, remind me again where this is. All three, oh yeah, that's over there at the cereal bump. Let me just untag it. Okay, so I hope I'm going to be able to do all that today. The planting shouldn't be a problem even though it's wet, but I don't think the fields are going to be too muddy. Because I think it did start to rain just over an hour ago, so that should be good. Okay, so I gotta be careful not to go over this bump too fast, because I just might damage the truck. And I believe that milk sell point is over here somewhere. Should be over this grate. Okay, let's honk a couple times to make it known that we are here. So you paid any attention to our bank account? We had very little money. We went into minus, so a deficit. But yeah, this milk sale really helped us now, because we do want to get more sheep for the farm. You know, we have started building a foundation for a wool production plant, so a spinnery. Okay, easy does it. And we do need to have more wool production, so we are going to be buying as much sheep as we can. First we need to have feed for them, and we need to sort out our finances. Okay, carefully make sure the road is clear. This one today wasn't too far to take, so it's a really short drive. If I'm not mistaken, we did have some births here with the pigs. I can just check for a quick second. Okay, so we got 24 new piglets. So 23 female pigs and 1 piglet. 0 a month. So our herd of pigs is growing nicely. Okay, lights off, beacons off, engine off, and we're out. Yeah, this is it. Okay, milk sold. We have 47 grand in our bank account. Now, next thing, we are going to take the John Deere and go lease our planter. We refunded the seed that was in the previous session, so we are going to get new seed also, and I believe we can fertilize the same time with the machine that we're going to take. I think it's Optima something. We are already at the shop, so we are going to lease this Kvernly Land Optima RS. You're gonna take no plate because it's going straight on our tractor, and let's lease it for 4,500 pounds. And now what we're gonna need is some fertilizer. Let's take 2 bags, and we need some seeds. I believe 1 bag will be more than enough to fill it, and we're gonna pick up the rest with the trailer. Because this seed planter, I always mix up these two, the seeder and the planter. This planter has, I think, only 660 liters of space in the hoppers, that little grain bins. So if in case you didn't know, this is where the seed goes. These little hoppers, each row has its own hopper, and the fertilizer goes into this big one, and then it's spread via this, transported via these hoses to the seeding heads, planting heads, where it is then put into the ground. Okay, let's take this one at a time, because I am going to be lifting them higher, which you do need to take into account when lifting heavy things. The higher you go, the more unstable your vehicle is. So let me dump this in. This is 1 bag. Whatever we have left of the okay, here are the signs. Whatever we have left of the fertilizer, we are going to use it next time when we are fertilizing one of our grain fields. So I was reading the horses also take sorghum, which may be the crop we plant next season. I still have to talk with Zach about that, but that may be something that we are going to do. Now let's fill in the seed, and we can be on our way. I'm not exactly sure how much seed we're gonna use, so I hope 1 bag is enough, otherwise we are going to refill it I mean, I hope 660 liters is enough. Okay, let's lower it down. You do not want to be driving around with a high lifted load. And let's put it all inside here because of the rain. Wet seed can start germinating in the bag, so yeah, gotta be careful. And let's put the weight off from the forklift. Close the door and we should be on our way. Renting this equipment is not cheap, but it's still cheaper than buying food for our animals, so this is what we are doing. So this seeder doesn't, planter, come on. I may be saying it wrong for some time now, still in the future. So this planter does not like too sharp turns. It starts bending and twisting. So I need to take the corners as wide as I can. So now carefully, not to damage the machinery. And let's go to the field 56. This is going to be our cornfield. And through here. Yeah, just over some tires. And through here. This farm, or should I say this area, geographically is not really suited for huge machines. So this is probably the biggest that we can use here without too much complication. And I need to turn around somehow. I'm going to go to the bottom of the field. And then reverse. I believe there is opening over here. Yeah, it is. So if I took the wrong approach. So take a wide corner, drive into the neighbor's meadow. Or is this ours? No, I don't think it's ours. Let's reverse out, something like that, and that should be perfect. So we can turn the tractor around and hook up. Yeah, I should turn around here. And then go for with the front forward. Awesome. I am again going to be using the ridge markers to help me stay on the lines. Because I still do not have the GPS steering on this tractor. Okay, let's hook it up, engage the PTO, the cables, lift it up, and now I have to fold it. It's all automatic, so this is great. Now let's see what the manual says. We can... Oh, I can't look at here. So the planters... The manual says working speed is 18 kilometers per hour. Okay, I'm not going to be planting that fast. Let's keep it at 12. And let's start with this line over here. Keep the ridge marker out. Let's turn it on. It should already be set up for... Let me just check the map for a second. So the longer is over here, yeah. Okay, so third range, C gear. Yeah, this is the longer straight, so I'm going to be following this. It's usually best to follow the longest possible route for your whatever you do, seeding, planting. Okay, is it working? I think it's working. Yeah, it leaves a nice little seeded field behind. I have to be careful not to take it too much to the edge. And up. Okay. Let's exchange the ridge marker. Down, and away we go. It looks like we are going to make a meal out of this field. That is gonna go quickly. And that is a good thing, because I do not want the field to get muddy and then we can get stuck or have trouble with planting our beautiful crop. At least that's the plan, to have a beautiful crop. Okay. As you can see over on the mini map in the left side, we are giving it fertilizer at the same time, so the nitrogen level should be 120 kilograms per hectare, and the map shows we have 0. But judging on the rate that we are using our seed and fertilizer, we are going to be okay with one load. Maybe not the seed, but the fertilizer should hold out for the whole field. Okay, so you have seen one part of this, and the rest is going to be a time lapse. Okay, turns out we did not have enough seed, so we're gonna leave the tractor here, get the car, and collect the seed that was left over at the vehicle shop. So we have 36 liters of corn left, which is not enough to do the whole headland. It is what it is, and we have to adjust accordingly, so that's what we're gonna do. But otherwise the field went, see if I can squeeze through here, the field went quite good, I would say. No hiccups, nothing going wrong as such. And this rain is going to soak the corn and it should germinate good and fast. I just hope it doesn't turn into a torrential rain that then it washes everything away, but I don't think it will. We can be safe about that. On the other hand, we did do 2 jobs at the same time because it was seeding and fertilizing, so this is always nice because you have a lot more time if you can do 2 things at once with one pass, and you do not use as much fuel as you would with going 2 passes around, and you do not use the tractor, and so it's better every way. I'm going to hook up the trailer and let me just check something. Okay, so we are going to take the eggs also to the sell point. We're going to the tall tree stores. They have practically exact same price for both sell points over there, and this way we can get a little bit more money back. Let me go around here. Careful not to renovate any any cars or what's it called, walls. Okay, another thing. Let me just quickly load this. And we're all set. We almost have a full pallet of eggs. Good. That means our chickens have been very productive. And again, mind the bump. I learned that the hard way the first time I was here. If I wasn't fastened, I would probably hit my head in the roof of the car, the truck back then. Or the tractor. No, I think it was a tractor. Okay, so let me just check for a quick second which one is all 3 stores. This is Bale stores and stores 1. Okay, this one. So we should get around 4,000 pounds. 4.5. Okay, very good. More than I expected, which is the best kind of money. Unless it's for, what's it called? For bills. Yeah, if you get more bills than you expected, that's not a good thing. Okay, let's just keep the car running. It's going to be only a quick minute loading this up. Just reverse a bit more. Okay. This way we can get over the tires of the trailer, because they are sticking out and we don't want to be hitting them. Slowly. And perfect. So to unload this, I can probably drive into here. I just need the trailer sticking out, and the ear of the big bag is situated in a way that I can pick it up with telehandler easily, I believe. And I have the bale spike on, which should work perfectly. Again, use the down tilted fork to help myself. And here we are. Now slowly, because it's still quite heavy. I don't want to topple over. And I went straight past the entrance to the field. It's over here. Such a nice gentle rain. At least it's not thunderstorm anymore, because it was pretty heavy. Okay, let's fill up the tankers. And this is it. This should be everything we need to finish the field. Let's put the telehandler back in its place. Here we are back at the tractor. And now all that it's left is for us to go around the headland. And we should be done. So we had 360 liters left in the big bag. And we would run out of seed right about now. Yeah, now. So it was a good call to go collect the seed and fill up the planter. Otherwise we would be putting only fertilizer into the ground, which would be wild. You know, if I wouldn't notice, and then the field starts growing and there's a whole chunk missing and you're not sure why. But yeah, this is how this goes. I wonder if I overbought the fertilizer. Will we use the whole 1000 liters and more, or a bit less? Looks like it's going to be a bit less. So one big bag would be just enough for this field. And you have to remember, this is the first fertilizing after a long time, because there is practically no nitrogen in the soil, which means that we are adding a lot. The next fertilizing should be a lot cheaper, because there will be some leftover nitrogen from this fertilizing stage. And let me just jump out for a second, I need to see something. Okay, so this is completely done, we need to go over to here. Okay, this should be perfect. And the last piece of headlands to do, and we're done with the seeding, of course. Great. And turn off the planter. Now let's reverse the procedure from before. No, lower it down. Uncouple everything. I did it too soon, right? Yes, I did. Let's hook back the hydraulic hoses. And we need to unfold, lower the wheels and unfold the hook, the attachment side. Okay, this should be good now. I did not leave a lot of space over here, but looks like I can go through with no problem. Let's go a bit forward. Again, we have to be careful not to take too sharp turns with this, because we can damage the pulling rod. Good, this is one job ticked off. It went really fast with this implement, with this planter. So that's good. It's a little past 9 AM. And that means we have plenty of time to go collect, to go buy the sheep that we were talking about, that I was talking about. We did get reimbursed for the seed and fertilizer that was left in the planter. It was around 2,000 pounds. And they said they're going to sell it to someone else, so no harm done. And this is the animal trailer. Now let's go get our sheep. As I said, this is a really hectic day. So the seeding, the collecting animals, buying new sheep. Later on I hope mowing, if the weather gets right. Here we are at a farmer's market and the animal auction site. There is always racket here. Okay. So let's see what we can get. First I want to check what we already have. We have 1 ram and 14 sheep. Okay, we should do the same. So we have 2 rams and 28 sheep. First. Okay, buy. And have... Where did it throw me? And 14 sheep. So this was only 2,000 pounds for all that livestock. for 15 sheep, which is quite cheap, I must say. So we can buy a couple more trailer loads if we want to. I'm gonna have a talk with Zach what he thinks about it, because we do need to keep an eye on the feed consumption, and we need to keep the animals alive through the winter. And judging by the fields we have at the moment, we may not have enough grass for everything, so we potentially will be buying or leasing another meadow. Which is again adding work to our workload, but what can you do? If we want to make the spinnery successful and then later on the clothes shop, then we need to have the production running. And to have the production running, we need to have sheep. And to have sheep, we need to have feed. And to have feed, we need to have more fields. And to be able to work more fields, you need bigger equipment. So, yeah, that's a cycle. To get bigger equipment, you need more money. You need more sheep, more production. I know I'm laughing at this, but this is how it is, you know. The cycle of growth. But this on our right is quite a big meadow field, grass field. Field 10. And again, this on our right is quite a big grass field, but this I feel is too big. We can't handle it with the equipment we have at the moment. Maybe later on when we buy a self-propelled mower, maybe. But not at the moment, it's too big. Can we squeeze through here? Well, I definitely took the tightest route there, the narrowest. Did we get it around? Yes, we did. I mean, for a professional driver, you know. Some people may say I'm making too much fun of myself, but you know, if you don't have fun, if you don't enjoy your own company, well, newsflash, you're spending the most of your time in your own company. Hello sheep, I'm bringing you new brother and sisters. I think I am lined up pretty good. Yeah, perfect. Let me just climb over here. Okay. Hello, get out. I'm not sure of the capacity of this pasture. I don't want to overcrowd them, because then animals are not happy, and unhappy animals do not give you the product you want, at least not the amount. What a beautiful ram. Look at the horns on this one. Where's another one? I think it's over there. Yeah, such a magnificent animal. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm coming back with another load of sheep. This means we now have 3 loads of sheep at our farm, which should up the production by 2/3. So if we were producing, let's say, 1,000 liters per, I don't know, 2 months, we should be producing 3,000 liters per 2 months. This is based on a simple prediction, and I think it's right, but yeah. I have been talking with Zach while on the drive, and he said that the pen is registered or is big enough for 100 sheep, so we have nothing to worry about. And when we have young little lambs, we still have enough place to accommodate them. So this is great. And that means we are not going to overcrowd the sheep pen. Okay, should be enough. Let's lower the trailer, open it up. I actually left enough space for me to go around. So again, 1 ram, and right, you have to select all of them. Okay, we have 45 animals out of 100. So we're almost at the half capacity, but there is still enough space for all the little lambs and everything. But when we get to probably 80 sheep, we will be selling some so we don't overcrowd it, because overcrowding means lower health for the animals and lower production and things like that. I know this is a road, but this is our land, so no need to be too wary of blocking traffic. At least I hope there will be no traffic. Okay, let's put the tractor in here. And we should check the feed and water situation for the sheep. So the water situation is still quite okay. Climb over this fence. But the feed is getting low. We have a full slurry tank. Oh my god, it's right to the brim. Okay, we do need to do something about that. We are going to pick up, to get the slurry tanker, and we will cover our grass field when it's cut with slurry, so it gets a little bit of a fertilized state back after the mowing. I think these 2 bales should fill the trough quite high. Check for a second. What's the status? Okay, it did not. So we are going to bring 2 more bales, and we will leave 2 for emergency purposes. If anything happens, you know, you have a contingency plan. Okay, and one last drop of bales, and this should be enough for the sheep for some time. And when we have the field harvested, maybe just take a look at another field. I have seen the to let or for sale sign on the field right a bit north at the windmill. We are driving past it when we go to the store or to the animal dealer. Oh, the rain has stopped. Awesome. So yeah, that to lease or for sale sign is up there for quite some time, and maybe if we have enough funds we can buy that field so we have more grass production, because between the hay and between the you just gotta be careful around here. It's such a tight little yard here. Between the hay and between the silage, one field is not enough, because you can have 2, if you're lucky, 3 cuts of grass a year, and we have a lot of high consumption because of all the animals, and we do need more fields to produce the hay and silage. Okay. This rear tire is a little bit in the way. Okay, very good. Yeah, we could go a little bit more in with the trailer, but it's okay. This should be close enough, yes. And now for the rear one. And when we're done with hooking up, we're going to go and have a cup of coffee. Everybody here usually drinks tea, but I'm more of a coffee person, so coffee it is. And it's also time for lunch, so perfect. Okay, slowly have to align, and this should be it. PTO. And let me turn off the beacon, turn off the tractor. No, the beacon was off. Again, turn it off. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I wish everything good for you, and see you in the next episode.